Hey, what up, YouTubers? For $4.99, you can get a personalized badge to put on your comments. That'll be dope, right? You know what I'm saying? So bring a little emoji game. At $9.99, you become an official channel member. I'll shout you out. And guess what I'm gonna do? Each person, no matter if you spend $4.99 or $9.99, I'm gonna send you a personalized video to thank you for becoming a member of my YouTube channel and being with me as I grow. Come on, man. Join your boy, man. Help me out. Help me out, dog.
Hey, what up, man? It's your boy David Lucas, man. Right back at you. Thank y'all, man. I missed y'all. It's been a few days since I've been on here. I know, but I do have kids, and I brought the kids down here to Disney World. We're at the Disney World Resort. I don't know where the hell we stand, but you see these hotel curtains in the background. I would never have this in my house. Yeah, we stand at a decent little Disney World Resort. I really don't care for Disney World, but the kids do because Walt Disney is pimping all of us. He's frozen under Disney World and still pimping us. But anyway, I did have a good time today. I went and fished at the Disney World Lake, which is crazy because it's a natural lake, they say. And I've never experienced bass fishing like that in my life. Every time I threw out, I pretty much had a bite, bro. We caught like 50 bass in 2 hours. I'll be releasing that video soon. I'll talk about it. I got some video about it. And if you got questions about how to do that bass tour, hit me up about it. But anyway, this topic that I want to talk about today, hold on, I'll drop my vape. Drop my little gay vape. My little Pride Month vape. Y'all like it? But this topic that I want to talk about today is Dave Chappelle, man. You know, last week I came to Dave Chappelle's defense because Gerard Carmichael, man, you know, he's a guy, we didn't start at the same time. He started a few years before me out in LA, but we ran across each other and crossed paths, you know, doing comedy. And it just, you know, I felt disrespected. And I'm like, Gerard is saying this? When he came at Dave Chappelle, you know, about him dying on the hill alone. You know, Dave Chappelle, man, I feel like he is arguably the GOAT of our life, you know, the GOAT of this generation. He's the most polarizing, I believe, captivating, comedian of this time. You know, he touches on topics that are going on. He's very controversial. I love that. Will I say he's the funniest? No, because I've never laughed the hardest at Dave Chappelle. The hardest I've ever laughed is at comedians who people would not even, you know, probably don't even know about, but that's, you know, besides the point. He's a great comedian nonetheless. But yeah, so Dave Chappelle went to his alma mater. They're paying him tribute by renaming a building in his honor. Months after he got heckled on the campus during the transgender controversy. I don't know if y'all follow my Instagram, but I posted on there when he was supposed to do something or give some money to the school, and he dropped a Netflix special, and then some kids were like, "We don't want it." You know, these purple-haired, fat vegan children were like, "We don't want his money. He's causing uproars in our community." And it's like, all right, it's two of y'all, and y'all only probably hang with each other. But Duke Ellington School of the Arts in Washington, D.C. is set to rename its performance theater after its most noted alumni. The school says it's honoring Dave because of his ongoing commitment and service to the school. As we reported, Dave paid a visit to his old high school back in November. I think that's when I posted the article. While he was taking heat for his jokes about the transgender community. Things got heated when he invited students who disagreed to speak during an assembly. One student stepped up and called him a bigot, adding, "I'm 16 and I think you're childish." Some students wanted the school to reverse its decision over naming the building after him. Dave challenged both his supporters and his opponents, asking both sides to raise money for the school, and if the opponents raise more money, he'd gladly forgo the honor of having the building renamed. I think that's so smart. Y'all don't want me to have anything to do with the school. Here's your opportunity to show that what you stand for and the people that support you. Here's your opportunity to raise more money than people that do support me. How much more fair is that? You can't get any fairer than that. Okay, you don't want me to have anything to do with the school. Here's your opportunity to put some things in the school, get new computers, get new books, get the latest technology on your own. And I guess these kids didn't do it because nobody supports those people financially. They'll march, they'll go to the parades, they'll say, yeah, no violence, but you support with dollars. You support with your wallet. People have logic. It sounds good to support the LGBTQ because it's popular. Popular does not mean dollars. That is a fact. A lot of the most popular girls that I went to high school with were broke as hell, but they were popular. A lot of the girls that had money didn't have that many friends. We all know this. Popular does not equate dollars. But anyway, like he said, talk is cheap unless I do it. The Duke Ellington School is a glorious institution. I'm looking at these pictures, man. It looks like a mini White House. Within those walls, I found a context to explore my creativity seriously. Duke Ellington Duke Ellington in large part prepared me to undertake this noble and difficult profession. It was a fine institution before any of its current occupants got there. God willing, it will be a fine institution long after their tenure is done. My only intent is to ensure Duke Ellington the opportunity to train its artist unfettered, or whatever that means, unfettered. I don't know. Having the theater named after me is a great honor, although that was not my idea, aim, or desire. At the request of our beloved school founder, Peggy Cooper Kafritz, I accept it. In April, I intend to honor that request. If you object to my receiving this honor, I urge you to donate to the school, noting your objection. If you are in favor of the theater being named Chappelle, I urge you to donate to the school, noting your approval. Which opinion donates the highest collective dollar amount wins. If by April, those against the Chappelle Theater exceed the donations of those who are neutral or in favor of the theater being named Chappelle, I will gladly step aside. If not, I will happily attend the naming ceremony. And if you don't care enough to donate, please shut the fuck up forever. That's why Dave Chappelle is the GOAT. If you really want me canceled, if you really don't want the theater named after me, put your money where your mouth is at. Gather all your troops and your comrades, and y'all get more money than the people that support me or are neutral about me, or just are like, well, he is the most notable person and the most famous person to come from our school, so why not name this theater after him? Who else is gonna step up to the plate? I totally get it. As it turns out, his supporters raised the most money, so the building will be called the Dave Chappelle Theater. Of course, man. The truth always wins. Dave Chappelle speaks truth. He never incited violence against that community. He never said anything derogatory against that community. If anything, he preached and got on stage for a long period of time and said exactly what that community does. They do not read context. They hear trans and their heads explode. The green hair, the purple hair, the red hair, the expressives, the overweight vegans, they all go crazy because they heard the word trans. That is it. So this is an update. Chappelle is shifting gears. At tonight's naming ceremony, he announced he is not placing his name on the Duke Ellington High School Theater. Instead, Chappelle decided it will be called the Theater for Artistic Freedom and Expression. Boom! While addressing the crowd, Chappelle mentioned the backlash from students about his special. The closer sincerely hurt him. One thing about comedians, man, is that we are very sensitive. We are artists and we take our art serious. So when people come at us and they start talking about, oh, well, you hurt our feelings or you're trashing our community, it hurts us because that's not the message we were trying to display. And that's not the message he tried to display at all. If anything, he's fighting. He's fighting for freedom of speech. And I love that he named that theater after that. That is amazing. Dave Chappelle, kudos to you. Way to drop a bomb on the school. And I hope all those kids shut the hell up. You can go be expressive. Be expressive. Please be expressive. We already know you're expressive because you're dyeing your hair and you're telling us that you're a vegan every 5 minutes. I can't eat that because I'm vegan. Shut the hell up. Chappelle just showed you that he don't give a damn by saying, I don't want the damn theater named after me. I'm worth $150 million, however much money he got. He doesn't care. And that's how I feel like life should be. That's why he's the GOAT. That is why he is the living GOAT. What else do you want from the man? He should retire right now. You go to a ceremony to get a theater named after you. He's like, nah, don't name that theater after me. Name it the Theater for Artistic Freedom and Expression. Why can't we be artistic? Why can't we be expressive? Those are our freedoms. You can't take them away from me. Even if we disagree with what you agree with, you can't take that away. Everybody has the freedom of speech. If we think, how I always live my life, my granddad used to tell me, if you thought it, it's just as bad as saying it. In God's eyes. I'm not religious anymore, but that's what he used to say. If you thought it, it's just as bad as saying it. So if I think it, I say it. I'm very impulsive. I say what's on my mind. That's where my comedy comes from. I say a lot of the things that people are scared to say, but they think it. And that's why my comedy resonates with so many people. And that's why Dave Chappelle resonates with so many people. Because they're thinking the same thing, but they just don't have the opportunity or the space to say it because they're in a position where if they say it, they might lose their job. And losing their job means they can't support their family. I love Dave Chappelle for this. Chappelle Show and Dave Chappelle will always be goated. I didn't know I was going to be a comedian, but when I used to watch that when I was younger, I was like, man, this is dope. What he's doing, watching the Chappelle Show, watching the stories about Rick James, watching, Clayton Bigsby and all those other, what was the crackhead name? Dave Chappelle is a GOAT. He put many people on, man. I mean, if you remember his show, he had Mos Def, a.k.a. Yasin Bey on, Common, John Legend, early John Legend. All those dope artists, and if you're old or young enough to remember, do you remember when he dropped, what was it, like 2006, 2007 maybe, that Dave Chappelle Block Party? GOAT status. Let this man be expressive. Allow other comedians and artists to be expressive. There is a big difference between being expressive and hatred and racism. A lot of people confuse expressiveness with racism. If somebody says, why does somebody have to like something, right? I don't like tomatoes. Am I wrong for not liking tomatoes? Does that mean I hate tomatoes? Does that mean I want all tomatoes to die? I like marinara sauce, but I don't like tomatoes. I like pizza sauce, but I don't like tomatoes. Does that make me hate tomatoes because I don't like it? Does that mean I don't want tomatoes to exist because I don't like it? No. People are allowed not to like things. If somebody comes and tells me I don't like fat black people, okay. I really don't give a damn. Because I take each individual basis, and that's how I make my judgment. Growing up, I had many of friends who people in this day and age will call racist, rednecks, Southern pride people, grits, girls raised in the South, who people nowadays will call racist that are very proud of their heritage, and they want to rock the Confederate flag. Me, personally, I see nothing wrong with it. Call me a coon, call me a sellout, call me whatever you want. I already get called those names anyway because I'm a free thinker. So that's why I get called all these names. So I really don't give a damn what you call me, but I'm a free thinker. I don't hold on to stuff. It's like if you had a bad relationship and you continue to take that same experience from that bad relationship into new relationships, it's gonna forever tarnish those new relationships. So don't take residual energy over into new relationships. They tell you that. Don't bring emotional baggage over. But anyway, man, I'm getting on a soapbox. This is all about Dave Chappelle. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Dave Chappelle, man. I think that's a power move. Big power move. Big balls on Dave Chappelle for not allowing that theater to be named after him, because a few kids at the school decided that they were not pleased with what he had to say in his Netflix special. And I guarantee they didn't even watch the Netflix special. If you really watch his special, you can't be mad at it. Period, point blank. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop your comments, questions, and concerns. And in the comments on YouTube. And don't forget my dates that I got coming up soon. I'll be in Poughkeepsie, New York. I'll be in Brooklyn. I'll be at Magooby's in Baltimore. I'll be in Chicago, Aurora. And I'll be in Alabama. And I'll be in San Diego and also San Antonio, Texas, coming up soon. I will drop like a comment that I'll pinpoint in the comments to let y'all know about those tour dates. The website will be up soon. We got some few discrepancies, man. I know I told y'all it'll be up, but it's coming up soon, man. Love y'all. Peace. Be easy.